Hello everyone, this is the V-Man and welcome. I have a feeling I lack racing on a daily race C on my channel. We had a few races in daily race B, we had 2 FIA races, and I think we had only 1 race on a daily race C. So today I will be doing racing on a daily race C. We are racing on Autopolis racing course with Group 2 cars. Best lap was set with a NSX concept car, so I was using that car for my practicing session and for the race. I don't know if this is the most suitable car for the whole race, or it is just good for one hot lap, but I didn't have a time to set best lap time in this car and then to practice with some other maybe more appropriate car for this race. This car, I must say, is very angry, very powerful, and it was trying to kill me in every corner and during every second I was using it. Group 2 cars to me are very difficult to control without any driving aids, but I wasn't going to use any of aids, so I needed to get accustomed with the car, and I was practicing for about hour and a half, and most of the time I was either restarting session or I was out of the track. Nevertheless, I was able to set a good lap time of 1:36.1, I think. I had a very bad couple of races before this one, also on this track, and once again my driver points and sportsmanship went down, but chasing my goals is a marathon rather than a sprint. It is all good experience and we are moving on, focusing only on a good result. Stay positive, people. At first in this lobby I was second, but then one guy changed his mind. So I started this race in a first position, and 2 main goals for this race are to stay on the track and while doing that to try to have a decent lap times. Race started. We have 12 laps to race. I am the first one who arrived to the first corner. I did it safely, nobody was pushing me out of the track, or nobody pushed me out of the track, and that is the always good thing on this game. I was talking about dirty air in some of my previous videos, and I said that Group 2 cars are very sensitive to dirty air. So today the situation wasn't any different. I just need to establish a good pace, which I'm doing right now, and we started our race on medium tires. So I wasn't studying the strategy. I don't know what is the best strategy, but my plan was to go to the pits and to change my tires for the hard ones. That's the safer option. So things were settling down. We will skip the race into the 3rd lap, halfway through the 3rd lap, and I'm going into this corner and a little bit too much of the throttle and I'm out of the track. As you can see, that was enough to get off the track. Luckily I had a good advantage, so I was able to return on the track in 3rd place. So at least something. I still have time to save what can be saved, and of course to finish on a good position and to have a good result, which I need very much because I need a boost in points and in sportsmanship, of course. So we are about to skip to the end of the 5th lap, where I will be changing my tires, and that is it. This is the 5th lap. To the end we are going into the pits, and as I said, my plan was to change my tires from medium to hard ones. I would lie if I say that I wasn't frustrated because of that spinning out, but I am the only one to blame. Somehow I always lose a focus when things are settling down. When I build a gap, my mind starts to drift somewhere else and I make a mistake soon after that. That is one thing I need to work on, obviously, or it would probably slow down my improvement in this game. But as I said, this is all good experience and I'm only getting better and better, right? So maybe it was doable to have that one stop, but instead of hard, to put medium on again and just to drive to the end of the race, trying to preserve the tires along the way. But I already made my choice, so I must finish the race on hard tires. So here, this is the 6th lap and half of the race. I'm following a guy on 4th place, 4th position. He's on older tires, so I was catching up with him pretty fast. But that dirty air is a problem, as I said, so I was careful of what I'm doing. I was concentrating on my throttle pedal and to be very clinical while applying the throttle, because it is only one moment is enough to make a mistake and to spin out, as you saw what happened to me. So here I'm just following guy in front of me, and as you can see, I am not applying a full throttle in any moment. Just when I am dead straight, I'm sure I'm in the straight line, I am applying a full throttle. So going out to this corner, last corner, he has a little bit of moment. I had a little bit better exit than him, so we are now side by side. And at the end of the straight, one guy was exiting out of the pits, so I was squeezing this guy in between me and the car that was exiting the pits, and my plan went well. So he needed to slow down so he can avoid that car, and I just continue with the race. I went straight ahead of them, so immediately I was building a gap of 1.5 seconds, something like that. So now I need to just drive consistently to have a decent pace and to of course once again build a gap. So at this moment, this is the 9th lap, everything was settling down a bit. I'm at the 2nd place, still going into this corner over the curb, and my heart skipped a bit here. I almost went off the track once again. That would probably kill me, but luckily I was able to keep the car on the track. So hard tires are not that good option for this car, because as they are degrading, car becomes more and more unstable. So I was really struggling with the car at some moment, and as you can see, I was going through this corner into the 2nd gear. I was always doing that corner in the 3rd gear, so that is how much I was insecure. And this is the 10th lap. Once again, too much of the throttle. As you can see, I'm struggling with the car, struggling to keep it on the track, and I just was looking all the time into that count of laps. This is 10th lap, only 2 more to go. I was telling to myself, okay, calm down, settle down, you will finish this race. This is the 2nd place, that's a good position. I had that moment, I had my mistake, and this is the final lap, and luckily I was able to finish the race. I stayed on the track. Tires were not that bad, but this car is just too much for these tires. It's too powerful for these tires without traction control. But we are racing drivers. I'm a racing driver, right? Sim racing driver, so I'm not using any of fades. Settle down, try to say what can be saved, put your head down and drive. So going over the finish line, race ended. So I think this was interesting race. Everything went well and ended well, so this is the good thing. That would be all for today. If you like this video, click the like button. If you would like to watch or listen some more, please do subscribe, turn your notifications on. I will be uploading videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. That's the plan at least. So thanks for watching, see you next time, and the V-Man is out.